honesty of his videos, reacting to Donald Trump, it really is more so than the.
And also, the other thing with Asmongold is, and I firmly believe this, I don't think people are going to Asmongold to get informed. I think they're going there because he makes politics fun. I think he just makes it fun by making jokes. That's pretty much it. I think it's a very different audience on who consume Sean's political shit. It's very serious, very straightforward, attempting to inform a very heavily biased left-wing audience versus Asmon, who's like, oh yeah, dude, why is the old man not pop his food out on that speech? Oh yeah, now it's this way. Bro must have been lagging. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very different audience, a very different entertainment style.
Which, by the way, keep in mind, this was a joke video. It was AI made about them fighting.
Yep.
Because Donald Trump, if you look at it here, Donald Trump never actually punched Zelensky on camera. It was more so than the Daily Wire could ever dream. As we go on to the article, the reason why the videos are so popular because they're not necessarily coming at it from a right-wing perspective. They're coming at it from a nuanced, balanced, reasonable perspective of what I believe to be the average American. And I think that those videos, the reason why they're so popular is that even if people might disagree with the conclusion of them, the video was still respected as an attempt at truth. And I think that's the reason why a lot of people watch the content. That's the reason why a lot of people like it. It's because they like seeing at least some degree of attempt at discourse. It's not because I'm more educated, I know more about it than other people. It's not because I'm funnier. I tell jokes about it, but at the end of the day, the main reason why is because I do try to think about how people feel and then express it from their perspective.
And that's also something that I learned a lot from that. There's a lot of truth to this. I think I changed a lot since the whole ordeal with Atsu and how going in on somebody without proof is just so wrong to do. And I do think the whole Atsu drama is one of the best things that ever happened. I like to learn from my losses, I really do. Even though I absolutely won in that debate, I think there was a lot of small losses along the way. And I think I changed a lot of my perspective. And I think it is a lot better to just try to find out what the truth is, the most concrete evidence possible.
And I think that that's a good thing, and that's something that I try.
I think it's a good thing to do that too.
Or I don't know. That's always.
Even a game as timeless as baseball. Most of all. Only you can control nature and its evolution. It's a big thing. It's a whole new ballgame. Only you're champion ball.
Why these videos are extremely popular is because they do appeal to people that are on both sides of the political spectrum. The political content creator on Twitch in general, the large political streamer now.
It's been like 18 titles probably.
He's always been double my side, but he's now double my side when it comes to political commentary as well. I mean,
We'll just
listen, I think you guys are very lucky that I am the most humble and modest streamer. This stuff would probably affect an average person's ego a lot. Doesn't affect me, doesn't bother me. And so I don't even see it this way. I think being the underdog.
Yes.
With farm sympathy. But let's see what the
NBS said. I'm just a small streamer and Techno's a bigger streamer than me. You don't remember that? You want to know why people do that? Let's pull this up real quick. So, during the time of our coffee, which was August 2021, I want to remind you guys that he had 7,256 average viewers when I had 4,100. And I was being told that I was the bigger streamer bullying the smaller streamer. The whole time, oh yeah, he's just bullying a smaller streamer. Just completely fucking bullshit. And now, when you go to it now, you see Enviosity, and he has 300 fucking viewers. I don't bully smaller content creators. But their channels become a lot smaller after they fuck with me because I'll ruin their fucking career by showing their audience the fucking truth. So I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. That shit never happened, brother.
Largest free speech defender had to say. He actually voluntarily brings this up in a YouTube video called "What the fuck is Twitch doing?" YouTube videos from 2 days ago with 1 million views. The first 13 minutes of it is just reacting to the latest Ethan Klein video, who is falsely smearing me as someone who doesn't care about Israeli civilians or whatever, which is obviously incorrect. He packaged that.
I don't know why he thinks that that's such an outlandish thing to say when a group of dead bodies, including children, when they were put on stage, he was laughing at that stuff.
Hamas fighters carry the coffins of 4 dead Israeli hostages, 2 of them children, the youngest to have been abducted on October the 7th. On stage, an offensive propaganda message blaming
Offensive propaganda message? Offensive propaganda message?
You gotta understand, like, that claimed misconception comes from somewhere, right?
Set up with the Libs of TikTok video for my band. It was not just Libs of TikTok. I think that this is, again, it's an optics game where you're saying it's Libs of TikTok because Libs of TikTok is kind of moron in a lot of cases. And so it's like, well, this person is doing it, and it's about kind of creating it to be a partisan political issue rather than just simply a behavior that's bad. You know, according to Hassan, it's my fault, it's Ethan's fault, it's Destiny's fault, Libs of TikTok's fault. It's everybody's fault except for his. It seems Hassan's very bad faith towards you. People can be bad faith towards me all they want. The fact is that I'm still going to be here doing my thing. And the more that people are bad faith towards me, and the more that people are unfair towards me, the more they will alienate average, moderate, and reasonable people.
I mean, you gotta understand, it is. I'm gonna try to make.
I'm thirsty. I'm sorry.
Me rooting myself in the truth is the worst.
You want to put some ice in this?
That I can do.
Do you?
The reason why it's good is
Line
I
it up.
look at myself in the mirror and
I'm
I
not
don't
coming back.
on my face.
Where are you
I
going?
can't tell you how
I'm
easy it
seeing
is
over
to
there.
And
When I
doing
just
what?
go live, tell it how it is, and just be myself.
Not coming
It's
back.
very easy. However, the problem is,
What?
just in the Boston area, me saying that I don't think Asmund's that bad of a guy, I think Asmund's in fact a good guy, I've actually
Okay.
lost multiple
You want to put your stuff, our stuff's in the fridge or something?
People are about this guy, by the way. It's so bad. They think that if you're friends with Asmund, that you're like a Nazi. No, it is insane how crazy people are on this guy for Asmund. Because even then, me and Asmund have a very loose relationship. Like, our whole friendship is we talk maybe like twice a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, that being said, these days, I kind of keep it really tight. Like, really, really, really tight. I talk to my roommates and so a couple individuals. Well, okay. I have like 16 homies that I see pretty damn regularly. But how do I say this? I think the perception the internet has is that like me and Asmund are like best friends. No, we just both have respect for each other. And yeah, I would love to play Monster Hunter with that guy, but it's not like we're going out and eating food. Like I don't really have that much to gain, to be completely honest. But I just don't want to lie and say Asmund is a horrible human being because that's what the internet wants. It's just kind of ridiculous. That's why there's this narrative going on right now on the internet where I'm being told that I'm a backstabber of the friends that I'm associated with. And I mean this genuinely with all of you guys here. Can you guys name a single person I've ever betrayed and backstabbed? Like who? I think I have a pretty good record of having my friends back, and not even friends, my
Thank you, baby.
acquaintances back. The moment anything goes wrong with them, bad or not, I've been told that I'll turn coat the moment any allegations come out against anybody. I want to remind you guys, do you know who the only OTK member
I took
went
3
out
shots, babe.
immediately when Rich, Miz, and Asmund all had career-ending allegations towards them? I want you to guess.
It was like 1 gulp.
It was me. My problem is that I'm loyal to a fault, and it's actually got me in a lot of shit. Emmy did go live. I remember Emmy also went live when that shit came out about this. I remember that. My problem is, and probably for my career, it probably would have been better
If I drop
when
this, your phone.
one of my friends gets
I
a shit
blame
and I just
myself.
shut my mouth.
Yeah.
But my problem is that the people who I love so much, I can't help but say, nah, bro, they're just not like that. And that's gotten me into a lot of shit. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying that's a real thing. But to be poised as a backstabber, clout chaser, that's just fucking insane to me. I feel like if there's been one person who's been more consistent with the relationships, it's me. And yeah, I'm doing a lot of fucking glazing, but the reality is, if me glazing is just saying the truth, okay, I got a huge cock. That don't mean that I'm glazing. I'm just letting you guys know that's how it is.
Because average, moderate, and reasonable people do not want to be gaslit into extremism. And so when I see people that are, crashing out or getting really mad, the way that I usually approach that is I let them spin out. Go ahead, do it. And that's fine with me. You just don't need to make calls for violence. I think that he acknowledged that. I'm glad that he did, and hopefully he doesn't do it again.
Yep. Dude, I don't want to say anything too crazy here, but I doubt somehow that they're going to tackle that. What are they going to do? Kill Rick Scott, dude? Are you kidding me?
Tell me that's not from his VOD yesterday. This was his VOD. Tell me that wasn't yesterday. Hold on, let me just double check.
I expect a challenge from you.
Okay.
I will
Thank
destroy
God.
every last
If that was from
universe.
yesterday's VOD, that would have been fucking psychotic. Anyways, this whole Asmongold v. Hasanabi shit is just exhausting.
I get a kiss.
This shit is such a fucking mess.
You're too tired. You're exhausted.
Please be good. Please be good. Please be
At AT&T,
good.
we confidently guarantee earnings. Without further ado,
Oh, I didn't know your stomach hurt. You didn't tell me your stomach hurt.
it isn't always guaranteed.
My stomach hurt. Come on.
How I know your stomach hurt?
You know what AT&T guarantees? The deals you want. With your choice
I
of
wouldn't have asked you to do stuff if I knew your stomach hurt. But I wouldn't have asked you to do something if I knew your stomach hurt.
Battle Shonen. They're called Battle Shonen for a reason. Let's be real. We sit down and watch shows like Bleach and One Piece and Naruto for the narrative plot devices and, the very scantily drawn women, but also, more than anything, the fights. And while I watch anime for the lore more than anything, it doesn't mean I can't sit back, relax, and enjoy an incredible fight when I see one. If we're being entirely real with ourselves, there's no way to argue that Naruto does not have the best fights in the entirety of the big three. Though a couple of the fights in Thousand Year Blood War, that's been very good. But the problem with the show back to deals with incredible fights, one can't help but wonder, what are the best fights? What are the fights that every couple of months you go onto YouTube and rewatch them all over again? What are the fights that meant so much to the plot of the story that if they were removed, the entire story would be different? What are the fights that we simply couldn't have lived without? What are the fights that made Naruto? Well, today, I hope to answer that question. The thing is, it's not just me today. No, because when you're talking something as important as the greatest fights in Naruto history, well, then you gotta bring somebody else in to fact check you, of course. So fact checking me today is none other than the legendary Naruto Explained. See, me and Naruto Explained have been in the lab, bouncing ideas off each other, trying to figure out one of the most important, influential, and rewatchable fights in all of Naruto. Why don't we just sit here and tell you which fights we love the most in a list and make this video 2.5 minutes? Well, we both have a flair for the dramatic. So today, on top of telling you our favorite fights, we're also going to be explaining why these fights meant so much to the Naruto timeline. Why, without these fights, Naruto wouldn't have been close to as popular as it is now. And more importantly than anything, why some of these fights are better than others. This is Nick from the future. He just finished filming this video and he realized that he's saying Naruto's fights. And that's going to make you think that it's just fights within the show of Naruto. But I'm talking Naruto's fights. Fights that Naruto's included in. Okay, back to Pat Self. Have fun filming the rest of the video, Pat Self. But before me or Naruto Explained get to break down any of these fights, guys, please, for me, like this video, subscribe to the page, hit that notification. Since we're talking about other YouTube pages,
go lay down? We can go lay
my other
down.
YouTube page, The Weeb Commander, where instead of talking about Naruto, I talk about any other anime. You should also go follow my brand new anime podcast, Otaku's Anonymous, where me and Danny Mata break down everything that happened in anime this week including
Yeah, I
things
got
that
the
happen in
bubble
Naruto.
guts,
But then,
dude.
guys, make sure
I
you
can,
follow
yeah, I can
Naruto
eat your
Explained
booty a
as well,
little.
because, well, let him tell you what video I'm appearing in on his page here very soon. First and foremost, I really want to
Yes,
thank
no,
NC Hammer for
yes,
having me on this
no,
channel.
don't,
Really
not really.
appreciate that, brother. While we're only talking about Naruto's best fights over on my channel, NC Hammer and myself are going to be going over Sasuke's best fights. And based off the chat that we've had privately, I know we got a banger list that you guys are going to be enjoying. So the way that we're doing today's video is a top 5, counting the top 5 most influential, rewatchable, and important battles throughout Naruto's timeline. However, today's video will not be including fights from movies or Boruto. I know, both Todari and Momoshiki and Kuchiki, fantastic fights. I'll be handling fights 5, 3, and 1, and Naruto Explained is going to be handling fights 2 and 4. So now that we got the rules out of the way, let's get cracking into this list. Coming in at number 5, we have a fight that I wouldn't even blame you if you put it number 1, because somehow at the bottom of this list, we have Naruto versus Gaara. The fact that Naruto versus Gaara is at the bottom of this list should show you just how many incredibly important and gorgeous and rewatchable fights there is in Naruto. Naruto's fight against Gaara is the accumulation of
I don't want to
everything that
watch
happened
the one
during the
about Naruto. Fuck Naruto. We've seen all his fights. We was in them.
Gaara being revealed as the big bad, who's an untouchable force in the force of death, shattering the long-standing record set by Itachi for completion, which he probably would have beaten even faster if he hadn't been slowed down by a team from the Hidden Rain that he kills mercilessly. And then there's the battle against Rock Lee, where Rock Lee opens to the 4th or 5th gate and speeds up the supersonic speeds to overcome the power of Gaara's ultimate defense stand. However, Gaara's power is too much for Rock Lee, and Rock Lee gets caught in Gaara's stand. Gaara's able to use his stand barrier to shatter Rock Lee's arm and leg, to the point where Rock Lee has to undergo life-threatening surgery to possibly be able to ever fight again. And then there's Gaara's battle against Sasuke in the final rounds of the Chunin exam, where Sasuke uses the Chidori for the first time to strike into Gaara's stand, manages to cut him. We're then served to one of the most iconic voice acting experiences of all time, with Gaara yelling, I couldn't do it service if I tried. And finally, Gaara starts off the Konoha Crush, but accidentally, using a partial manifestation of Chukaku to start
I'm trying to figure out
and Sasuke continues his battle.
why everybody wasn't staying still because Vegeta was still alive.
This is a Naruto arrives on the scene that we truly get the most important part of this fight.
I'm supposed to beat this within 7 minutes.
Strangled against a tree by part of Shukaku, Naruto enters into combat against an already partially transformed Gaara, pushing Gaara in this partial transformation to his limits, as Naruto used everything in his arsenal thus far to battle against Gaara. And this was pre-Rasengan. Naruto was simply battling against Gaara with multi-shadow clones and a couple of kunai. However, the fight reaches its true peak in intensity when Gaara undergoes our first ever full transformation. See, prior to this moment, we had never seen a Jinchuriki undergo a full transformation. We were given our first ever taste of the overwhelming power that a Jinchuriki can wield. But Gaara wasn't wielding this power. This power was being wielded through Gaara as a conduit, but in reality, it was Shukaku raging right next to Konoha, and thus Naruto, when pushed into a corner, is able to use his Toad Summon to summon Gamabunta. And it's at this point that we see basically our first ever mech battle in Naruto, as this giant Toad and Gamabunta
He's like, he was like a maze, like,
Shukaku. Oh, by the way, earlier, it wasn't Sasuke getting pushed against the tree with the sand. It was Sakura. Doesn't really matter in this fight. Neither of them really did anything anyways. But as these two giants battled in the forest, you could see the trees were only to the ankle level, with those and Gaara a barely visible speck sitting on the respective foreheads of the mechs they were controlling. And as Gamabunta launches a final attack against Shukaku, he tells Naruto to use transformation jutsu on both of them. Gamabunta simply asking that whatever he turns them into has claws and fangs. And thus, as we see Naruto begin to get covered in his orange chakra, he uses transformation jutsu and turns Gamabunta into Kurama, giving us our first real glimpse of Kurama in battle. And after Gamabunta is able to get his hands on Shukaku, Naruto headbutts Gaara out of his coma and breaks the full possession of Shukaku. Outside of just being one of the most iconic fights in Naruto, this fight narratively is arguably one of the most important in Naruto's whole history. While we had seen Naruto use no jutsu on the likes of Zabuza and Haku already, Gaara is genuinely the first person Naruto was ever able to stay. Naruto saw him still when he was battling against Gaara. He saw a boy who had a demon also still inside of him at a young age. A boy who had to grow up alone because everybody in his village was afraid of him. A boy who, unlike Naruto, hadn't been lucky enough to be surrounded by friends who actually accepted him. And Gaara and Naruto saw what he could have been. And thus Naruto reached out a hand to Gaara after their battle. He decided to become Gaara's first friend because Naruto understood that Gaara got this way because of the lack of friends that he had. Gaara wouldn't have gone on to help Rock Lee in the battle against Kimimaru, which means Rock Lee would have died. Gaara wouldn't have gone on to become the Kazekage because he would have continued down the path of trying to become the ultimate weapon. Gaara wouldn't have...
Who's diagnosed with throat cancer from smoking all my kids with their hands? I still want to do all the same stuff that my dad did with me. Like taking my kids fishing. So I take the all the money and reveal on the other.
This was. Well, I beat the shit out of these people.
I still haven't figured out how to have a conversation.
It's your fault. As one of the leaders of the Fourth Great Shinobi World War and given his iconic speech to 80,000 shinobi, despite opening the door to us fully understanding what Naruto was about.
Just like you put those sticks in your mouth, you suck them down, and that's why you're about the fucking throat.
And when he was born,
You suck that dick.
to be the ultimate weapon in this moment,
Jimmy,
he broke out of that
just
moment
put your
and just
money,
like regular guy.
money that you earned.
Gaara broke out of
And
isolation
they might go
and found friends and became a leader. Gaara, though his
How about you go
journey
Sabine,
started
kid?
later than Naruto, finished it much earlier than him, as he went to replace his father once who had been killed
It's
prior
like
to
you
the
the type of nigga that fucking will sit there and
the youngest
figure out
ever
all your
Kazekage.
monster
Gaara
dudes.
would then go on in the early episodes of Naruto Shippuden to protect the entire Hidden Sand Village against a bomb dropped by Vader. So, yes, this battle was incredible because the fight was really cool. We got to see Shukaku and Kurama for really the first time, and Naruto, unironically, uses 1,000 Years of Death against a partially transformed Shukaku State Gaara. But the reason that this fight resides in the top 5 is one, because it allowed Sasuke to realize that Naruto was catching up with him in power, and two, because it brought Gaara into the fold. So if you're talking about Sasuke realizing that the gap between his and Naruto's power was very slowly but surely closing, our fight at number 4 could not be more perfectly placed. But I'll let Naruto explain, do what he does best, and explain that one for you.
Okay, so coming in at number 4, we got Naruto versus Sasuke Part 1, and this fight isn't just one of the best Naruto Uzumaki fights, but for me, it's one of the best fights of the entire series, because it perfectly shows you how the battle shonen, the battle itself can be used to develop characters, especially when you start mixing in all the killing emotion that the manga gets to us at the end of Naruto Volume 24, where Naruto, after briefly losing himself in fighting against Kimimaru, is screaming at Sasuke and Chula standing on the statues of Hashirama and Madara, and the very last thing you see in that volume is Sasuke's face literally shaded out.
She loved that girl.
And with the court sign that over the next 2 volumes, the brother sent to Naruto give his power to prevent his dream from going so Orochimaru going to acquire Sasuke's body, but it was also Naruto trying to save the soul of his friend. And the one thing I like to notice is just how much of a conflicted soul that Sasuke truly was. The Sasuke and Naruto bonded like a brother had changed all
It made no sense. And then whenever fucking in Naruto, he's never there.
Huge gap between himself and Naruto,
So it's
and
gone.
the sound floor making Sasuke realize
His fucking daughter
and in hindsight, me and Sasuke sold it in the back of Sasuke's mind. He was thinking about Itachi's approaches to do his best to acquire the Mangekyo's Sharingan. Between this and Naruto's own memories on his time with Sasuke and Sakura begging Naruto to bring Sasuke back, it makes that moment when Naruto starts railing on Sasuke really hit home, because it's our first time of what Sasuke will later go on to say.
Just sitting over there fucking going
For those that actually did not know, season 9 actually got confirmed from Naruto to the court.
And this is really that bad. Just say that.
Trailer, which
And why did you get married to her?
they actually previewed a season 9 at the end of
So
the
you see,
series, like,
Gaara,
event.
he tried a relationship one time, and they didn't love that bitch. He said, yeah, this is for me, bro. But, good luck.
They could drop at season 9. So we've been talking a lot about stuff that we needed in season 9.
Well, I mean, it was women from like his
Go
village.
ahead and play this trailer, man. Let's go
Well,
ahead
oh yeah,
and begin with the show. So here's the starter pack.
They wanted him to have a wife.
So, like,
Or the spike.
I know a couple of you guys.
Yeah, my team,
You got some videos.
like, he figured out real fucking quick.
here.
So Sasuke is the same
Masculine
way.
character.
He said, I'm asexual. Look at my haircut.
As confirmed now. Let's talk about what this could possibly be. Red background, got a rocky area. I don't know. This really does not specify anybody specific.
Yeah.
This haircut is ugly too.
My honest opinion, man, I feel like
It's something asexual is definitely
It's
there.
every time you see banner character at first. Last season we had Flock.
Sasuke's that way too. We just never know.
7 we had Shiki.
I mean, Sasuke loved to be in that pussy.
First season,
He hate that it's attached to a woman, but he loved it.
Characters to fake characters to Boruto characters. It could possibly, it could just be.
He's like, damn, if my vagina only didn't have a mouth.
Scrap that. We're just getting random characters.
Oops, accidentally gave her kid.
Mom,
I hope you have a good time taking care of her, because I'm never going to be home. 50 out of 52 weeks out of the year. You're going to marry the man that literally was about to
I'm not saying y'all are not sneaky. Y'all try to really get away with not adding custom matchmaking in. Latest DLC, the community, including me, did not forget. A lot of people in my comments are asking me where is custom matchmaking. I couldn't agree more. First thing we need in season 9, or we need it now. There's still a chance we can get custom match.
He tricked you, pretended to like you, and then said, "You know what? I think you're annoying." He didn't even do that in like a mean voice. He just said it like regularly. Like, who the fuck would love somebody like that and continue to love them? So that's not Sasuke. He's a good man. He said you're fucking annoying, and then said, "Oh, to take care of our kids." All right, peace.
He said, Sakada? What's her name again?
Sakada.
I know how my body works. I can conquer any day.
Okay, Sasuke.
Oh yeah. You didn't even know his child's name.
I don't know. I never watched those, so I will believe it.
I watched like 10 episodes of Mario and hated it.
I got mad once I realized that Metal League was gonna be nothing.
Yeah.
I was like,
they did some characters fucking wrong.
I'm like Metal League. I was like, oh, he's metal. He has chakra.
You didn't pretty much wrong when I watched the scene.
I was like, oh, he got chakra. He gonna be a fucking threat. And then he had the natural anxiety, hidden fist shit, so he could go on a drunken fist through his anxiety. And I was like, that sounds dumb as fuck, but whatever.
And then, like, not even that. They, fucking might die. She might be the faggot. For Kakashi. And I'm like, what? You make them niggas gay for each other out of nowhere.
It's not out of nowhere.
What do you mean it's not out of nowhere? How's it not?
They've been childhood best friends.
Okay, but they were childhood best friends. They weren't fucking on the side.
They were childhood rivals, actually.
I'm aware of Kakashi and Guy's story, yes. And they got closer as adults, obviously. But it's
They knew
like,
each other dick size and everything.
The Hidden Ones is a really well-done fighter, especially for how early this is. But even the best of games are going to have their top and their low tiers. And Cunning Bao is definitely getting nerfed before the full release. Her basic string has 5 attacks, and if you block cancel the last one, you get a second string with 4 extra
They said, guys, since I got a small dick.
You actually get an infinite. I'm pretty sure this is getting patched out, though. It makes the game look super janky, and developers are usually not big fans of that. She's not the only one that can do this, but she's one of the characters that can take better advantage of it. That said, this is not easy to pull off online.
Why will Kakashi know
just always on?
and care
Both of her skills are going
and remember
and both of them have a follow-up
and tell people
button again. This follow-up
about
can be enhanced if you climb the button correctly instead of mashing it. And you know you got the correct timing when
you hear that satisfying high-pitched slash. Skill 1 is a great poke from a distance. 1 button press and Bob does this back and forth dash. 2 presses and she's going to extend the attack ending into the projectile. In a combo, this projectile can usually be extended by dodging towards the opponent. Sometimes the distance can be too big. If you time the follow,
No, he said, well, how big it was.
Projectile right after the dashes and increase the whole skill's damage by about 400. Her second skill is a quick 2-hit with her dagger. Pressing the button again executes a follow-up, which throws the dagger.
And I think he's in right in front of
this is your quickest skill and an excellent combo extender too, as you can quickly cancel after the dive to keep your combo going. On the other hand, if the skill misses its target, if you time the follow correctly,
and he was talking about this nigga dick size in front of a bunch of women.
He hinted at it.
Them niggas been gay for a long time. That's all I'm saying. I don't know why you haven't seen it. That's all I'm saying.
Only counter on the first part of each skill. The follow-ups cannot be countered at all. You can only deflect and go back to neutral. So yeah, if you miss those first quick attacks, the punishing bubble skills is going to be really hard. It's pretty straightforward. You're going to play
He murdered Ren.
into the X,
Lights, hell.
and then use the remaining stamina on basic attack cancels. So you can actually get 4 attacks every time if you're canceling like this.
Ren liked him and Obito liked him.
Yeah, Ren like him, Obito like Ren.
Always about to drop. You can
And then Kakashi murdered Ren and then like this. Yeah.
Kakashi murdered Ren and pissed off Obito.
Right.
So foolish. Fan Bell is extremely versatile. She doesn't have any particularly bad matchups. She's a high damage character and she's very good at building meter. For this reason, I believe she
He would write those novels for the women.
So that is my.
He's not gay.
He didn't write any novels.
Well, if you've already seen how this battle ends, maybe your eyes will be open, bro.
Jiraiya's porn.
Yeah, Jiraiya's. I heard Chico say that he was.
He's reading another man's porno.
Let's go.
And you know that fucking Jiraiya is not gay, so obviously.
I never said Jiraiya was porn gay, but.
Okay, he was reading another porn, so he was definitely
Okay, you got lucky,
into
Porn?
another man. Women.
A Chinese player, because my thing is higher than
He
that.
did not. He and Guy are not gay. They're not gay.
That's just
Guy
average.
may be gay, but Kakashi's not gay.
Okay.
We don't see how many people agree.
He does. Good dodge.
And when
Good
they
dodge. Good
revealed
punish.
Kakashi's
My
face on
thing is
Naruto,
making
that
this a
pissed me
little
off.
but we'll get it.
I think I'll never get over that.
Oh, good. So,
I'll never get over that.
with the grab,
Because they made this nigga so extra handsome.
is because he spent both of his
Fucking
cooldowns.
reason.
So we had
This
no
nigga got a
space to counter
beauty
my
mark
match
and
with.
everything. Like, he
Maybe
looks
you
like
could
a
have used the
fucking.
doppelganger. I wasn't keeping
Looks
track
like a
of
model.
that, but I felt pretty safe in matching. Because the cooldowns are gone.
This nigga over here taking off his mask for 2 seconds because he was pretending to be a
Definitive
fucking.
list of definitely gay characters. This is not headcanon, this is actual canon. Coming in, number 1. Kakashi is as gay as the day is long. Oh, you think a man like this never happened to pull any women? No, he didn't need to pull women. He's had a soulmate by his side his entire
Let's
life.
go.
Yeah, that's right. Number 2 is
It's pretty
my
safe.
guy.
You're going to take the
More
poison
like
damage. You
might
took a little
do
bit
some
down.
guys. Well, just
Oh.
one. Kakashi.
I'm
Who's an
just scared.
entire arc in Boruto.
I'm scared.
Adorable 2 old
Grabs.
kings exploring all of the
They
hot springs in the
went
land
on
of
a
fire.
fucking
The city
vacation
was the only thing they were exploring together. Moving up,
for a
number 3.
mission.
Let's go.
Without spoiling chapter 0, he is very much in love with his male
Oh
best
yeah, Gojo.
friend. Romeo and
That's very
Juliet
dumb.
situation too. Their forbidden love makes it hotter. Number 4. Netero. 1. Look at those eyebrows. Think a straight man could maintain those?
She's not aggressive. Okay.
2. You
She's
went
not
to the mountains
aggressive.
for 20 years to pray. Yeah, try to pray the gay away. More like it. There's never been a place of definitely gay characters. This is not headcanon.
Kakashi
This
is
is
not gay. Fuck you.
Coming in. Number 1.
Go.
Kakashi is as gay as the day is
There's no
long.
possible.
Think a man like this never happened to pull any
gay.
women?
Not?
One
He didn't need to
character
pull women
left.
because he's had his soulmate by his side his entire life. Yeah, that's right. Number 2 is Might guy. More like might do some guys. We'll just
Yeah, my
Oh,
brother.
yeah,
Just for that.
there's an entire
Thanks
arc
for
in
the
Boruto
sub.
with these
15
endorphins
seconds.
and gays exploring all of the hot springs in the fight. Let's just say the countryside wasn't the only thing they were exploring together. Coming up, number 3, Gojo. Without spoiling chapter 0,
He comes in with a punch right
They
away.
always want to make somebody gay.
Romeo and Juliet
They're not
situation
gay.
2. Their forbidden love makes it harder. Number 4, Netero. 1, look at those eyebrows. Think a stray man could maintain those? No. 2, you went to the mountains for 20 years to pray? Yeah, trying to pray the gay away. It's like,
There it is.
there's a definitive list of definitely gay character.
Big timing follow up there on 200 thing. You're gonna do something, bro. This is gonna be what? Let's go. No. Oh my god, he still got it.
So my guy, more like might do some guys.
It's not over. I believe. I believe. I believe. I will wait for 10 seconds and throw daggers at you, bro. I will play this safely just to get my 3-0 victory. 2 seconds. 1 second, bro. Let's go! It looks like China is in full force today. Another match of Chinese service. My thing is never very low. Because, there are maybe things over there.
Oh, they were talking about the burn. They were talking about
Follow-up
the.
session. And get rid of that. Oh, let's go. One, yes. Safe. Alright, you can
Oh, I forgot about that too. That is funny. That's funny. I totally forgot about that too.
So just two friends looking at each other's dicks
That's normal
in
for men.
in the forest.
For men, that's a normal thing. You
I need to
don't
explore
compare
one
your
China
dicks
before.
with your friends.
No,
Could be good.
no.
Y'all never talked about
No.
shit. Or been like, yeah, he got a peewee penis.
I didn't do the stutter correctly.
His penis is the size of a penis.
Alright, you went for the
Just joking around.
No.
And
Just joking around. No one knows how big your dick is.
Well, how did you go to the bathroom and you'll
Sometimes this skill works after a grab. Other times it doesn't seem to. Alright, mess that up.
He accidentally seen Takashi's dick, and then he's like,
Let's go.
yours looks like that and mine don't.
He accidentally saw him in the bathroom.
Right. And I just
I think
said,
we got it. Even
what
on
happens if your friends accidentally see your dick?
No, you said accidentally.
He accidentally seen Takashi in the bathroom.
When you buffer buttons,
His dick was out. He was taking a shit.
He was in a tree.
Okay, he was trying to sneak up on him, but he accidentally seen his dick.
If you think otherwise, and if you know better,
He looked
please let me know in the comments.
he looked down, sometimes your eyes just glaze down.
That's
Right? If you see somebody naked, you ain't gonna look at them accidentally. Like, glance down a little bit.
If you're trying to catch somebody, like,
you cannot parry that.
why are you going to look through that bathroom?
I extend that for
The
free.
bathroom had an opening.
If the bathroom had an opening, that means that there was other places in the house that had openings.
He was in an outhouse.
If he was in the outhouse, that means he knew he was in the bathroom.
This is the ultimate beginner-friendly guide on how to file your taxes. I'm going to split this video into 5 parts. Part 1, I'm going to give you a
He was trying to look at his dick.
No, he was not.
Yes, he was. The whole point.
Accidentally.
It was an accident. You don't accidentally hide in a tree.
In part 5,
You don't accidentally hide in a tree next to a bathroom to look at your friend as he's in the bathroom pissing. You don't accidentally that situation. That's not an
Starting
accident.
with the basics.
That
How does the
is.
tax thing actually work? What's actually going on? So I like to imagine taxes just like any.
That's a nigga trying to catch you slipping.
You know,
You ever walked in on your friend accidentally in a sleepover? Accidentally get
Walking in, not high, hid outside the bathroom window, and peeked in when I knew they was pissing.
where the government needs funding for school and roads, and they get part of that funding from our income taxes. But instead of asking for one big
One of them is an accident. The other one is gay as shit.
which, to be fair, does sound
No, it's not.
but your employer is in on it, so I guess it's not that bad. But they're essentially like your basically every time you get paid, your employer is going to look at your earnings and say, okay, based on how much you're making, you probably end up paying
He
this.
accidentally exposed his
Just
gayness.
like how a subscription service charges you every month, your employer automatically deducts from your paycheck and then sends that.
At least Kakashi ain't even expect that nigga to look at his dick.
Now,
He told him to look at his dick for confirmation.
Did you see how?
Obviously, he has a big dick.
Did you see how calm Kakashi was as he stared at that nigga dick and fell off a tree?
Actually sent to the government. If your employer took out
Taking his shit, and what you gonna do?
He wasn't taking a shit. He was standing up. He had just finished pissing and turned to the side with his dick out.
Like, oops, sorry. Here's your extra money back as a
Now you're just
but if your
doing
employer
too much.
didn't take
That
it,
nigga.
Do you want to watch the video again?
He was taking a shit.
He was not.
He was already facing the
then
front.
you'll need to pay the difference. The point
He
is,
was facing the front.
Look, he got up. Look,
okay, here's the tiny question. Should I hire an accountant or I would say for most people, this is better at I know it feels scary right now, but trust me, it's actually a lot easier than you think, and I previously so there's a bunch of tax software now in terms of which my answer is it really depends on your age, but what you can basically is which software is the least amount of stress and will give you every secret.
The one that only I would.
You see, he said he didn't want to.
they want to fight
On
him.
the other hand, you can work with a really expensive. I checked out a bunch of comparisons and decided
One more time, I go. I thought was crazy. I need a wonder. Got a Hennessy in my head. One more time, I go. I thought was crazy.
Oh God.
Alright, so now let's cover the most common tax documents. Now,
Good shit, right, Jerry?
Yeah.
means that the tax documents that you need, you get them after the tax year ends. I'll talk more about when you should expect each document a bit later, but here are the most common tax forms that you're really looking for. The first form is the W-2 tax form. If you have a job, you're basically going to get this from your employer. And it shows two key things. Number one is how much money you made, and two, how much taxes your employer has sent to the government. If you also contributed to your 401k or any other retirement accounts, that's also going to be reflected.
This nigga
The
really
next form
just
is the
spit in the
1099.
air. That's what makes me stop
Market, this is what you
Split
get
the air
from
was
your
funny.
brokerage account. It basically shows you all your capital gains, capital losses, dividends, and interest income that you receive. Next is the 1099 INT form. And you get this if you earn more than $10 in interest income, for example, from like a high-yield savings account, from your CDs or bonds. And you can get this form from the place that you receive the interest
Trying
income
to
from.
get away from
It's
guys
basically gonna
so
tell you-
bad.
He is not trying to get away from him.
Next
And
is
y'all
the
want to
1099
say Kakashi is gay as
If you
fuck,
did any
and that
freelancing
nigga
or
takes
contractor
pussy.
work or any
He's
side
bisexual or
hustle,
something.
No,
He's
you
bi.
just want him to be.
I want him
You want him to be
not
straight.
gay.
He's gay. Let him be gay. Let him live
He's
his
not
gay.
gay.
Let him live his gay life.
No, he was another nigga's dick, and one time,
and it
and then
basically tells you
everybody's
how
like,
much you paid in interest, which you may be able to
Right,
deduct
but
from
you know,
taxes and potentially lower your taxes.
there's zero scenes of him doing anything with a female.
You can get this from whoever your
There's 12 scenes of him being gay with a guy, gay with guy sensei, and there's zero scenes of him being straight with a female.
And this is
Explain that.
How do you know this song, see?
Explain that.
I don't even know this is.
Why you getting hooked up on the number? Let's get to the truth of the matter. Why is there more scenes with him being gay with Guy Sensei?
Found it, and Burrito is still
now in terms of when you actually
you don't know he's getting it.
You fighting hard for this man to be straight. And he gay as fuck. Let him be gay. Why can't he get gay? Just let him be gay. You can't have him. He's gay. He's Guy Sensei's.
All right, so now that you know some of the most common documents
So
that
bad.
you need, now we're walking through how to actually apply your taxes. And like I mentioned earlier,
It don't matter what you want. It don't matter what you want. Okay? No.
Why do you know that information?
It doesn't. I don't know how many scenes it is. I just picked a number. It was more than 0. I mean, you can fuck me all you want. Josh should still be fucking Guy Sensei.
All right, so just start with showing you need to make your task. Just fill out the form with your email, choose a user ID and your password.
Oh,
And
isn't
make sure
there a
that it's a
girl
really
boo?
strong password because you're going to be giving a lot of.
I mean, you can make a female boo.
Where's
Then
girl
select
boo?
the TurboTax
You can make a female boo.
I thought
and
I'd
schedule
seen one
welcome call with a
before.
tax expert. This part is
You
actually
can make a
really cool
female
because
boo.
they'll walk you through the tax process and you can ask any questions you have, and they'll also tell you what documents and forms that you'll need to prepare for your
This
tax
is the
return. For most
female
people,
boo.
it's going to be some of the most common documents that I mentioned earlier, like your W-2 and your ID,
Yeah.
as well as your prior year tax return. What's really helpful
wait,
is
maybe
literally
she's
while you're on
green,
the
so
call
maybe
with
it's
your
an
tax
alien.
expert, you can upload your documents.
There is no
or anything
female
else that
boo.
they request by
Not
simply
yet.
taking a picture with your phone. And they'll look over everything and request any
What do you mean,
remaining
how? I don't
information
know
or
how.
document that they need.
There is
just to make
a
sure
female
you get all the tax
boo
credits and deductions
in
possible. After that, the
a
tax expert is gonna
Dragon
give you
Ball
the
story,
rest
but
of it.
it's not
You're gonna have your
in
taxes
Z.
prepped and ready to file
It's
in
in a
as well as
time
2
one.
hours. Then
It's in
after
the one
you
that's
review your
related to this
return and
one,
you're ready to
where they
file,
time
you just pay and then
travelers.
electronically sign your return. Your tax expert will then file
But
your
there
return
was
for
one in
you,
the
and you can
Broly
download and save a
movie.
copy of your return for your records. Then you're just going to be notified when your return
I
has been
don't know, it
accepted
wasn't.
by the IRS. So again, if you're interested in using TurboTax full service, just check out the link below. You can get 15% off TurboTax when you follow through my link by April 15th. And even if you're not completely ready yet to
Not
start your
messing around.
taxes, I'd still
No,
suggest you
there
just follow the
wasn't.
link so you kind of see and know what you're getting yourself into. All right, now
You can make this noise all you
I'd
want.
hold back if I wanted to.
your taxes from least to most severe, and also how you can avoid them.
Yes.
Number one, the first mistake, and this is something that a lot of people always tend to forget about. So a lot of people recently have started picking up side hustle nowadays, meaning whether you occasionally drive for like a rideshare service or you sell stuff online, you don't want to.
I mean, there is a female boo, because I believe Boo sees like a porn one time, and then he makes a female to fuck,
Next, I
and then
cannot
they
emphasize
make
this enough,
kids.
but if you make this second mistake, you will
Something
get
like that.
penalized, and
What
it
the
will be pretty
fuck?
expensive.
Is that
And this
real?
mistake is thinking
Yeah,
about
that's the
filing
lore
your
of
tax
how
returns
female
late
boos get
because you think
started
you
or
can't
something.
pay for it right now. You see, the problem is the penalties for filing your taxes late are actually much higher than the penalties for paying for it. So even if you can't pay it now, you still want to file on time and maybe look up setting up a payment plan or something. Next, the third mistake, and probably the most severe one, because if you forget doing this, you're going to end up paying a lot more taxes, which doesn't help you. So the third mistake is not looking for a tax deduction and to reduce your taxes. And a few deductions that people commonly think about
This range?
payments or checks and
Orange Piccolo.
Arnold never really thought much of his credit scores until he got Credit Karma and used his scores to score more. Life is less humble to both. Intimate Credit Karma. Karma you can count on. Download the app today. I was kind of playing a guessing game when it came to my health. Now with me, I know how my body works. I can conquer any day. I know when to go hard and I know when to make it easy.
Yes, they've been on for a little bit.
My sense of recovery, both physically and mentally. He was giving me the deepest understanding of what it means that I'm getting. This year, find your focus. Join Blue.
Ooh,
I was expecting it, but the reaction, you need better pick for that reaction. Oh, let's go. Gotcha. And get in. Let's go. Interrupt her. It's real safe. She's gonna take the poison damage.
This is why I hate bringing extra people. They always fucking up my combos.
I made her scared.
And it takes me longer to get to the mission because they keep fucking kicking the boss, kicking the fucking enemy away.
What are you running?
And I gotta do less damage.
Oh, that didn't work this time.
It's annoying. I gotta bring this move so I can heal.
Okay.
It's a healing move. It allows me to heal my allies.
She's not aggressive. Okay. He's not an aggressive player at all. My
So that is hero lost ones. Hero ones. I think it's called lost ones. Hidden ones. That's called hidden ones.
One character left. Yeah, but Bumpy, feel free to ignore that. Thanks for the resub. 52 months. Let's go. Nice. No, I did my skill too.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out next, like soon.
Are you seriously just gonna
because he's a content creator. Sometimes they'll give them like early access, or you'll be able to join offers, or you'll be first pick to join exclusive offers with betas and stuff. And I think this one's a closed offer, exclusive offer or something.
This is gonna be watched.
So it's like the company sends you a code and they let you play the game.
Oh my god, he's still got
And like,
this is almost
yeah, footage and stuff for other people to see how it works.
I believe.
And he's gonna make he's gonna play the game for a couple days or whatever.
Safely, just to get my 3-0 victory.
Depending on how it works, sometimes they'll release them and you can play them until the game actually drops. So I don't know how they do it.
It looks like China is in
and then he's gonna play it for like a week or two
is never very low.
or whatever. Or a day or three, and then he's gonna give
in Europe, there are no European servers yet.
a review on it.
Let's go. Set. No extension. And down. Oh, with the hold downs?
It's supposed to be like an anime fighting game. And it's supposed to be like, but I think it's also, it also might turn into a gacha. I don't know.
Sick. Alright, good combo.
It might turn into a gacha.
Good combo. I needed that for the comeback.
They said the story is really good and stuff like that. I heard the story is good.
Yes, that was enough. I knew I was gonna kill without the ult.
But the longevity of the game is gonna be like the PvP. Unless they do some PvE stuff too.
This character could be good, but I don't think enough people are exploring him right. Okay, I didn't do that correct. I didn't do the stutter correctly. Good. Alright, you're going for a grab. And what if I just wake up with a skill?
Yeah. It's not supposed to be brutal.
Sometimes this skill works after a grab. Other times it doesn't seem to. Alright, nice setup.
I've heard good things so far.
Let's go. Like that. I think we got it. Even on 200 ping? Yes, sir! Because you gotta time that cancel. I think this is like server-based rollback. You still feel the delay because you're still connecting to a server. But when you go for buttons, it kind of feels offline. And I think the teleport is a dead giveaway for rollback, so I think it's server-based rollback. I can't say for sure, but that's what it feels like to me. If you think otherwise, it can be better. Please let me know in the comments. Let's go. And do that. Jump off. Get the perfect timing there. And the perfect drop. Alright, I'll take the ball. Get these daggers. Eat these daggers. You can parry that. I get sent that for free. Sick.
America's beverage companies are working together. We're delivering more choices with less sugar. Nearly 60% of beverages Americans buy have 0 sugar. When it comes to reducing sugar in your family's diet, the more choices, the better.
They keep hitting you with all these fucking moves.
I'm switching gears to this one. This is my name 3 dishes prepared with rice. Mango, home. I took them in flavors at this meeting. Okay, we of parents, depending upon the content, we go before the right to flavor. That's up to that. Hey, you made it. The young people say, Many know the right famous self-portrait in 5 seconds. It's the best you can. Many gloves. Do your best asking using all these gloves.
That should be enough, right?
And then I go to the second chair, standing with your right part in language, starting with mirror. Espejo, miro al reflejo, porque estamos aquí en uno, uno que fija, que estamos aquí.
That was gonna win. I finally did it.
Okay. I knew it. I couldn't call this. Even though he didn't cancel. Just didn't react in time.
They beating his ass.
Let's go. Cancel the projectile. Go for a grab. Get the kill. Fake Bao Bao on top again. 3 games in China servers. I guess that's what we're getting. Skill from the get-go. Mashed.
Fuck your eyes, nigga.
Thick.
Fuck your eyes, bitch.
Watch out. Oh, he blocked. We eat the grab. Okay, well, that's good. Give the setup. Oh, that's a good escape. Right after the daggers came through.
Fuck your body.
Unless he cancels, he dies. Okay, he cancels. Oh my god, hold on again. This is dangerous. Alright, he definitely should go.
I might get this if I find I'm getting a job.
I can't believe that.
There's a bunch of games I wanted to try to get. Now I gotta worry about them later. I hate not having a job. It sucks.
And there you go. He had to block and wake up there, and that's risky as hell. But looks like this is not going to be a fake Bao Bao sweep for the first time today.
Huh?
And we got a fake Bao Bao mirror.
No, I just I don't mind sitting here if I was getting paid to do it.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm on a 7. Gotcha. Okay.
I just need to make some passive income somewhere. I need to be making like $1,000 a day.
That's unfortunate. Someone?
Maybe one of them rich niggas.
Oh wow, that's right.
But they
nice.
just scamming people.
Okay, we got a little bit of damage. She's gonna heal, but still ahead. So I'm not upset. You guys get to see some of the characters today.
If I could make some content, yeah.
Alright, Sugar Shank. Fireball. Yeah, she wasn't ready.
Yeah, I feel like I need like a team.
Stick. Alright, block that. Fireball.
Yeah, I need one more fly pop off. This shit struggle. We struggling out here.
No shot. She didn't even get. Okay. She's in a combo. She's getting hit. Cool.
64 pounds.
Yeah, so while you are recovering from a skill, you are technically still in a skill, so you armor through basic attacks. I thought I would catch her mashing there. Okay. But I didn't. Interrupts. That's fine. She hit my doppelganger and died.
bow.
Almost full health. We're in a very good position here to take the match.
Please give me the fucking move.
Alright. Yeah, I'm here. Alright, let's see if you have the counters. Fireball.
I've been trying to get this move for months.
No. Oh, man. Lag. Wake Up Fireball is so strong. Alright, what do we got? Nope.
Let's do this.
That's a good one.
Well,
It's a good one. No
thank
cancel
you.
there. Took some of the combo. Yeah, I have to take the grab. Or I have to perfectly